Hello and welcome, Fly Mullo here, and today I'm talking about REX and currency exchanges in Rift. Now I'm going to start with a bit of information about loyalty for new players, but this video is going to be very helpful for people with a lot of platinum, and especially for those who love building dimensions and want to build their dimension at the lowest possible cost. So first off, a note to new players on loyalty. If you play the game for free, you will have chat and mail restrictions and will also not be able to post anything on auction, although you can purchase things from the auction. Now, in order to remove these restrictions, you need 1,500 loyalty points so that you can claim your account functionality extension. Now, I'm not entirely certain if the minimal $5 purchase will get you 1,500 loyalty, but I know the $10 Rex will. Now, you can purchase Rex in-game from another player directly or at auction, and when you consume it, you'll get 1,250 store credits plus 2,500 loyalty, and you'll now have all of your account restrictions removed. To find Rex on the auction, simply type Rift Exchange in the top left search box and hit Enter. And now we come to the main topic of this video, which is the value of currency in Rift. Now, Tryon has stated that Rex will be valued at whatever players want it to be valued at, and in order to make this happen, Tryon priced in-game items rather randomly in the store, making it impossible to assign a true platinum value to credits. Now, this makes platinum value I assign to credits rather arbitrary, but it's still worth it to come up with a number in order to maximize my buying power in Rift. So right now, I can purchase one Rex on auction for 1,100 platinum. But how do I know if this is a good price? Well, to answer that, I'll take a look at the store. Now, one thing to note about the store is that almost every category has items that can only be purchased with credits. Notable exceptions are PvP and dimensions. Now, what this means is that credits automatically have a higher value than platinum, and if you want any of these items badly enough and you don't want to pay real money, you'll need to buy Rex. For those that really don't care about any of the cash shop only items though, we can set that aside when determining a credit value. In order to determine the value of credits, we need to compare costs of items that can be purchased with both credits and platinum. The first thing I looked at when trying to decide how much a credit is worth in platinum was the big ticket items, which primarily consist of dimension keys and mounts. So taking a look at the keys, the cheapest ones cost 10 platinum and 153 credits. Now, if this were our only standard, 1 platinum would be worth 15 credits, which would make credits a complete waste of money, in my opinion. Now, at the high end, the dormant core costs 900 platinum and 1,530 credits, which means 1 platinum is worth 1.7 credits. But taking a look at the other big ticket item, mounts, I found the exact opposite. Although the low-end mounts have a platinum price that is much lower than the credit price, the level 50 and above mounts flip and have a much lower credit price. So a mount that costs 125 platinum only costs 81 credits. A 300 platinum mount costs 225 credits, and a 1,000 platinum mount costs 630 credits. And none of these have the same credit to platinum ratio either, so Tryon clearly made a conscious effort to not give a platinum value to credits. Now, even so, with such wild swings in both directions, there actually is a rather obvious answer to the question of credit value, and that's to just kind of arbitrarily assign a value of 1 platinum to 1 credit. Now, in this way, I can easily look at an item and figure out if it's worth the credit cost or not. So purchasing the Arachne mount for 630 credits is a good value, as I'm demonstrating by riding my Arachne mount. Now, purchasing a Breach Chamber dimension for 153 credits, on the other hand, is a terrible value. Now, this rule of thumb is of particular importance to dimension builders because credit prices on dimensions vary wildly. I can give you another rule of thumb that might save you some time, though. Dimension items that were in-game prior to patch 2.3 should be purchased with platinum. Dimension items added on or after 2.3 should be purchased with credits. Take a look at the goods that Avestia sells, for example. Her highest cost item is 4 gold. Or 1/25th of a platinum. So 1 credit spent here for Avestia is at minimum a 25 times markup of the item's value. Now, new items, on the other hand, like many of these aquatic plants, are going to be cheaper if you buy them in credits. Most of them cost around 60% in credits what they would cost in platinum. Now, I want to go back to the value of Rex. First off, one Rex gets you 1,250 credits, so an even trade would be to sell it for 1,250 platinum. Personally, I think it's worth a lot more than that, though, for two reasons. Spending $10 in the store will actually get me 1,500 credits, so when I bought the Rex instead of credits, I actually lost value for me. But I'm offering a lot of value for the person who buys it from me. They're getting 1,250 credits plus 2,500 loyalty. And if they haven't purchased anything from the Rift store before, they are now getting the account extension as well. On top of this, as I mentioned earlier, credits technically have a lot more buying power than platinum. While there is almost nothing in the game that a platinum can buy that a credit can't buy, the Rift store has an unbelievable amount of items that can be purchased with credits, and often some other form of currency like favor, but cannot be purchased with platinum. So even though one platinum is worth one credit in relationship to an item that can be purchased with either currency, a credit can purchase so many more items than a platinum in Rift that it should be considered much more valuable when setting a price on Rex. So if you're selling Rex, at the very least you should be getting 1,500 platinum, which is the credit value of your Rex purchase. But since you are offering your buyer so much more than you are getting back in platinum, I personally think that Rex ought to go for something closer to 2,500 platinum. Now, this may not be terribly realistic, considering that a free account has a 2,500 platinum limit in the first place. But in my estimation, this is what Rex is worth. And even if I were desperate to unload it, I wouldn't even consider setting the opening bid at less than 1,500. Now, what this tells me is that on my shard, Rex is a buyer's market. 1,100 platinum for a Rex that gives me 1,250 credits and 2,500 loyalty? Are you kidding me? If I had a ton of platinum in-game, I would be buying this up. Or at least I'd be buying it up after I loaded my bank full of cheap Dimension items. But here's the deal. This is the same price Rex was selling for last night. And these particular sales of Rex have been on the auction all morning, and this is with a high server population going on. So the moral of the story, at least for now, is do not purchase Rex in the Rift store. You will not be able to auction it right now for anywhere near what it's worth. Now, this may change eventually, when all of us subscribers have run out of the credits we were given, and when a handful of free-to-play players start building their platinum supply, there may be a market for Rex. But until you start seeing Rex selling at least 1,500 platinum, or until you stop seeing Rex being posted on auction at all, spend your hard-earned dollars or euros on credits, not on Rex. And that's it for this video. Subscribe to my channel and click the Google Plus button on my channel to join the community. And thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.